What's up, world? It's your boy AJ, the Black World Traveler. Today, the video is about black women saying that black men hate them. Before I start the video, if you like the video, please like and share. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification button so you can be notified when I have another video coming out. So yeah, I don't know where black women are getting this narrative from, saying that black men hate them. I don't know where they've gotten this from. There's not one black man that's gotten online and said they hated black women. Now,
African American women in the States. Any of you African women out there, African American women, I'm done. Y'all have it. Y'all win.
Okay.
Y'all win. Y'all want the Bentleys and all that, and the cars and all that, or you want the man that's in shape.
Black women have said they hate us. They're tired of us. They want something different. But a lot of black women who say they're tired of black men, they usually dated black men who weren't treating them right. They got the black men that were playing on them, and they knew they were playing. Most women that date men that are players know they're players. Most women that date men that dog them out or put their hands on them, they know that they do that. So, but the good guys, see, you gotta realize, man, the so-called passport bros are the good guys. These are the guys that you guys said you guys weren't desired of, and so it's funny because before, the pandemic, you didn't see this happening. But all along, man, from that point, from way back in the days to now, before black men started traveling in droves overseas, a lot of black men were stepdads. A lot of black men had children. A lot of black men found out some children weren't theirs. There's a lot of infidelity going on in the black community. So, not saying that all women are the fault, because they're not, but a lot of sisters be playing these games, knowing that they got pregnant by somebody and not telling the truth. I mean, they'll settle for the dudes. I mean, the good dudes always end up being last, as they always said. So the so-called passport bros that y'all talking about, those are the guys who say they're going to finish last. They're the ones that decided to get their passports and go overseas. And you got to realize this. So I was watching this sister's video. She was saying that, they made a comment about the Austin Holland video about the girl in Peru, which is crazy. She was saying, oh yeah, if Austin with any girl, he probably slept with him, and he's passed diseases across the world. He's been in Africa, he's been here and there. How are you blaming somebody to have diseases? Your majority of your black men who live in the United States that date abroad are not having sex or any kind of relations or anything with any women in the United States.
No, I'm in the States, straight up jerking off.
Okay, well, I guess that's a little PSA for the African American ladies out there, I guess.
I'm done.
They are only dating women across seas. So, before you make a video about that, get your facts together. So, so the thing that's so crazy about it is that black women keep saying that we hate them. Black women, we don't hate y'all. Y'all know we don't hate y'all. Y'all didn't think that, y'all was shocked that black men left. When y'all was saying, oh yeah, y'all passport bros are dusty and y'all broke. Yeah, leave, we don't want y'all anyways. So we are leaving. All the good guys are leaving. And now that we've been leaving and having success, y'all can't stand to see us happy. Like, if it's not with y'all, you can't stand us being happy. You got people like Umar Johnson saying that, oh yeah, you shouldn't be bunny hopping, and they're talking about black men should be sticking with black women. If I got to deal with a bunch of women who gonna always be disrespectful, rude, who's not gonna respect who I am, who's not gonna respect the kind of money I make. I mean, if they're saying they want a man making over $100,000, $200,000 a year, and they don't follow the statistics, they don't realize how many men make that kind of money. There are statistics. You can easily go find the statistics. You can go online and look at the stats, and it's going to show you what's going on. But these women, most of the time, want a man to make a certain amount of money. She's not making that kind of money. So it's not that we don't like y'all. It's that we don't like what y'all doing to yourselves. We don't like weaves. We don't like wigs. We don't like lashes. We don't like heavy makeup. We don't like that you don't take care of yourself. We don't like those things about you. And that you don't care about your health. You're not caring about your weight. You're not caring about your appearance. And then, basically the high demands you guys want. I mean, we just don't agree on that. So our purpose of us leaving the country and dating out of the country is because we don't agree with what your demands are. And we have a right to that. Like, you have a right to have those demands. We have a right to not accept them. And so there's nothing wrong with either side, but what's crazy is that, when before the passport bro movement started, which basically is more of a black man movement, because that's when it started being a problem. When young black men started traveling, or black men in general started traveling, that's where it became a problem. It seemed like everything that black American men do, like, we don't want to deal with you being overweight, basically confrontational. The problems we had to go with children, not seeing our children are going through all kinds of battles with child support and dealing with custody battles and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of y'all black women have taken men through that. A lot of y'all women had kids with the bad boys, with the players, and then when we come along, because you guys ain't dating that guy no more, now the new guy comes along, you put all the pressure on the new guy to do what the father ain't doing, and that's totally wrong. So yeah, we're not liking you because of that. And then we started going overseas. Like, I've been flying overseas. I'm going back overseas, like I said before, because I don't like what I'm getting here. I don't like, the dates that I've been on here, being catfished and, women not on top of their game. Like, we don't like the way, the black woman carry herself now. When we came up back in the days, the black woman was always one of the most finest women. Anywhere she went, she was always super fine. She kept her appearance up. If she went to the liquor store, you went to the liquor store, you went to the grocery store. If you went to go wherever you went to go shopping, you never came outside with your hair looking bad. You always had your skin natural and clean, your hair done. Nowadays, black women, they're wearing the wigs and weaves and, hair pieces on, they put bonnets on their hair and go shopping. You got, you put on a ancient mama rag over your head and, you shopping in the grocery store. I mean, you're not looking cute when you leave the house. You're not making yourself look presentable. Like, a man likes a woman the way she looks. She's feminine, she's friendly, and she smells nice, and she takes care of herself. Like, a lot of y'all women won't even work out. Y'all won't stay on top of y'all health, y'all game, and then a lot of y'all have several kids, and you expect for the man to come through and take that man's spot and basically correct the kids. That's a lot of things y'all not considering. But that's not making us hate you. We don't hate you. We just hate the things that you do and what you represent right now. And it's only gonna get worse because more women are still pushing that narrative. I don't want no broke dude. Like, you have all the dating coaches damn near online quit because they said women had your demands was just too out of control. And so, I mean, they're the ones that basically that you were paying for the advice, and they saying they can't even deal with it no more. So the dating coaches, have gotten off the scene because they said this is not worth it. He said most women expectations are unrealistic. Now, that majority of women out here have unrealistic goals and unrealistic demands, and so you mean y'all stated y'all hate us? Like, y'all basically stated y'all hated black men for traveling. I don't understand. Why most women, when they see black men travel or they see a video, some women always get on there and make a negative comment. Oh, you can't get no woman here. No, I don't know why they don't want a woman here if we got to go through all these problems. I mean, even when you get a foreign woman that comes here and once she get Americanized, I mean, she'll end up being the same way. Like, and then the sister said something about guys bringing them back to the States and them getting turned out. Let me tell you something. Majority of guys are not bringing their women back. They're keeping their women in the country they're in. A lot of guys are moving overseas to these places where their women are, and they're making their lives there, starting over. They're working remotely. They're not settling. They're not trying to bring her over here and then have her turned out because she getting around these women out here. They're gonna have her talking crazy before you know it, and there's no respect. And then she'll be on the same thing talking about, oh yeah, you gotta make a certain amount of money. I'm gonna leave. So men are protecting themselves, and then plus on top of that, financially, it's good for us because we're able to, you go to places that you can afford where your money goes long. You can do more with it. If you figure out a way to make a living, that's the best thing to have. But you women, you black women, y'all need to just find some happiness because all y'all do is talk about us when we were here and you guys had these high demands. We didn't say anything. We just started leaving, and then you started seeing us pop up. Before you know it, you got a bunch of, men in America, mostly black men, leaving and going abroad, which some of us didn't do. Some did, but some didn't. Now you have a lot more of us traveling abroad because they see that it's a lot more easier to talk to women. Dating overseas is just not hard, man. Dating in the U.S. is, like I say, it's a lot of catfishing on sites now, and you know, a lot of times, you know, some of the women don't understand about just getting along and having fun together. You know, when you go overseas to these other countries, women are a lot more nicer. I mean, if they like you is what it is. You know, we're all adults, you do what you do. But yeah, man, so y'all gotta understand is that, you know, and even women, when you guys date a white man or a Latino man, we don't get mad. If, you know, y'all going overseas in the Caribbean for years, dating men and having all kind of, you know, rendezvous overseas, and we never criticized y'all. And it's been going on way before the passport bro movement. Like, I don't consider myself a passport bro, but I might be put in that category just because of how I live my life, and that I have used my passport in the world, you know, since the 90s, you know, when I was traveling the world. But yeah, we don't hate y'all black women. Y'all need to stop that narrative, because black men do not hate you. We just hate what you stand for, and we don't have to stand for it. That's why we're leaving, and us leaving shouldn't make you upset, because that's something we chose to do. Because if I'm the person that you're not desiring, and every woman I go on a date is telling me they're not desiring me, and I'm looking good right now, you know, and I'm taking care of myself, and she's saying, "Whoa, I just want somebody to be taller than you. I want a man with, you know, with a bigger car or more money. You know, you took me here, but I'd rather go, you know, get that $100 meal than getting a $50 meal with you." So this is what the world's come to. I didn't make the rules to this, but yeah, black women, y'all need to quit that. Saying we hate y'all, you know, and basically, you know, if you want a black man, you know, if you don't look like who we like, if you still want to wear weaves and wigs and a lot of makeup and putting your eyelashes in, and, you know, painting your lips in and getting the BBLs, you know, a lot of men ain't gonna rock with you, because a lot of us don't want that here. The ones that want it here will stay here, but a lot of us are traveling abroad, and y'all still trying to make us want it. Then on top of that, a lot of times she has multiple kids, sometimes by multiple men. And so since we refuse to settle for that, now we hate y'all. That's what the whole thing is. Since we didn't want to settle, black men that are going overseas are going overseas because these black women make these crazy demands. Saying they want a man, you know, over 6 feet, making over $100,000 or $200,000 a year. He had to have a great credit score. He had to have a house and all these things. You know, he had to be in shape, have a six-pack. And so, yeah, some men ain't got that. Some do have that. But most women who demanded that don't even have none of that. A lot of them are struggling. A lot of women are broke. They're the ones with the problems. They have spending problems. They can't save money because they spend, you know, have binges and they spend money crazy. They have kids by multiple men. And sometimes the men ain't around. The men don't want to deal with them because they're a problem. I mean, some men are just deadbeats. But at the end of the day, you expect for another man to come in and take over that man's job for your children. And see, now a lot of men are hip to that. So yeah, a lot of men are leaving. We are going overseas. You know, I've been doing this since the 90s. So, but I've been in the States since 1992. I haven't had no successful relationship here. That's the reason why I'm going back overseas. I just don't, I went on enough dates. I got catfished on several dates here. Since 2018, I started using online dating. It was never good, man. It's like you meet some women, you know, you meet up with them, you know, sometimes they only wanted sex. There's women that only wanted sex, and they disappear on you because all they wanted, you know, or they were looking for something different than a man, and I couldn't provide it, or I didn't want to provide it. So after my last dating overseas, in South America, and I came back to the States and I tried dating here because I was still single when I came back. You know, I had to learn that when I was overseas that, you know, since I was there for only a month, I mean, a lot of women will want to date you, but they know that you're going to be there temporarily. Sometimes they get kind of hesitant of, you know, getting close to you, but they're still, you know, hang out with you and show you a good time and all that. But what's so crazy about it is that women over here, y'all don't get it. It's like, you know, here's a man, you know, going out here, you know, he's getting his hustle on, you know, he's trying to get his money up. I mean, he might not get 100,000, he might get 80,000, 70,000, but it still ain't enough. But then a lot of you women wouldn't even have that. And then, like I said, you women have multiple kids by multiple men. It's unfair for the man because now that man has to basically settle, and he has to take care of some other man's kids, which is not cool. And so that's why a lot of men disappear, because now men realize they have more options. The good guys have more options. When you travel overseas, most of the guys you meet are good conservative dudes. They're clean cut. I mean, every guy ain't gonna be going outside to get, a wife right away or a girlfriend, because sometimes they're coming off rebounds. Sometimes they're coming out of relationships, and then they have their first, experience overseas. It might just be a thing where they might meet a girl, and sometimes the women just want to hang out. I mean, because a lot of times, man, you can hang out with a girl, and if y'all click, y'all might have sex, but it's not a thing where you're paying for it or nothing like that. Sometimes you just have, physical attraction, and it happens. And we're adults, so whatever a man and woman do behind closed doors, if they're both, compliant to it and they both want to do it, that's what they do. Because if you have you with somebody, you hanging out and you feeling each other and y'all, feeling each other and having a vibe, if you guys decide to, kiss or whatever, or hang out or have sex, whatever you decide to do, y'all two adults. It ain't nobody's business what you do. So I don't understand why people get on here, like even how women are getting here bashing Austin Holloman about the girl in Peru and other women that he's been on camera with. Like, if this dude, dated 10, 15 women, some in Africa, some in South America, who cares what happened? Because they're both adults. Like, that don't mean he smashed them. If the women were done that bad, trust me, they would actually, put him out there. Or any other man that did somebody bad, they would. If the women in these countries aren't complaining, why are women in the United States complaining? Because we left because y'all said y'all didn't want us. Y'all go to these talk shows like Kendra G, even on shows with Kevin Samuels, tell me you want a man that's making these ridiculous amount of dollars, and then when we said we don't want to deal with it, now y'all get on here and say that we hate y'all. No black man has no hatred for you. But if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button, please. Also hit the notification button so you'll be notified when I put up a new video. AJ, it's your boy, AJ the Black World Traveler. I am out.